All right, shalom, shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. I'm going to call this, if you can't see the signs, all right, you blind. All right, if you can't see the signs, you just blind. All right, like the scripture say, said Mark 4:11, unto you is given to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High. But unto them all these things are done in parables. All right, so the Lord, like the scripture say, wisdom is plain to him that is practicing it or butchering it. Wisdom is plain, to the elect, man. Basically, this knowledge has been given to us, all right, and we should be more than thankful that we can see, all right. Like the scriptures say, walk therefore as children of the day, we are not of the night. Say, redeeming the times because the days are evil. All right, we understand, all right. We understand what's coming down the pipe. We understand that Esau, all right, he might do some type of hoax, all right, because his kingdom is going down, all right. He might do some type of hoax, all right, this is going to be his greatest, all right, deception ever, all right, to deceive, all right, or try to deceive the elect and deceive you Israelites, man. All right. The scriptures say he's the anointed cherub that covereth, but the elect, all right, is going to see through his trickery. Like the scriptures say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. So we're not ignorant of Esau's technology. We're not ignorant of Esau's tactics, his MO, how he maneuvers in his society, and how he uses lying and deception, all right, to his benefit. Like this whole supposedly 3IA whatever. It's supposed to be a chariot. All right, supposed to be a UFO. All right. Hey, look, man. If it is, we'll see we'll see. All right, but it's things that still ain't happened. All right, so I take it with a grain of salt. All right, be watchful and be mindful. All right, but also don't let that get you caught off your square, because it's still things that need to happen. All right? It's still things that need to happen. Other chaos has to happen. You know what I mean? The MOTB has to happen. All right? Jacob's trouble. All right? Which we in the start of that now. All right? When Esau is trying to figure out a way to pin. All right? They're already going at the northern kingdom. All right? But this is just the start of it, man. This ain't even, all right. It's perfection. What the scriptures say: 10,000 gonna fall, 1,000 gonna fall at your right, 10,000 gonna fall at your left, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. That still gotta happen. All right. It's things that still gotta happen. So when you see, all right, when you see Esau, or you see certain things on the news, whether it's someone saying they're the Lord, or or whatever the case may be, all right, you should already know, because the scriptures say what? Knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and a strength of salvation. So, like the scriptures say, this should be like a frontlets into our eyes. So when we see certain stuff, All right, when we see certain stuff, we should look at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is the scriptures. Look at the understanding and the prophecies that he's given us. All right, so we can decipher, all right, what's going on. All right, do this line up with this, do this line up with that. All right. It's because you see something on the news or something happened, or, you know, you shouldn't be so quickly, all right, shaken up about these things, man. All right. Because chaos got to happen. All right. The lying wonders got to happen. It got to happen. You know, shouldn't be amazed when it happens, because we already know. I mean, it is in a way, to see the prophecies pop off is marvelous to behold. Yeah, because it's actually happening. But it also should put us in a mind to where we are more scared, man, and more afraid. You know, because we see that we coming close to the time when Yahweh Shai is about to return. All right? Which we should be more on point, more crossing our T's, dotting our I's. All right? More making sure that we're making, like the scriptures say, making our call in an election sure. You know? So not being easily moved when you see certain things on the news, or, you know, affliction hit you, and, you know, you feeling, hey, look, that's when you go harder. When you feeling weak, all right. You know, you feeling that feeling of doubt. You know, like when that doubt demon try to come with me. You know, the Lord has showed me many marvelous dreams and visions. All right, and I've seen marvelous works. All right, even amongst the brothers, and things that Yahweh Shema Shai has seen me, and I revert back to the scriptures ultimately. All right, because all of the visions that he seen me lined up with the scriptures. And someone was just, man, you couldn't even really put words to some of the things he showed me. You know? So when an evil spirit try to come and trick me, all right, or try to, you know, put that spirit of doubt, I revert back to the Lord, man, and the things that I learned. You know, I don't get all caught up. You don't get all caught up in your feelings, and, you know, and let it play on your mind to your destruction. You know, because then you'll be in the worst case if you get placed to Satan to play with your mind. All right. Then you be, am I part of the elect? Am I man of the Lord? Or then you start doubting yourself. But we know we the Israelites. That's for sure. All right. It's not a doubt in my mind that we are Israel, and that's Yasharallah. That is us. Nobody else fit the bill besides the Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans, man. All right. Nobody else fit that bill, man. All right. Nobody else fit the description, and nobody else fit the description of the wicked, man. Who's
in 0.2 miles, traffic light, camera ahead.
You know, and it's clear, all right, distinctions on who Yahweh Shema Shai in the end will be dealing with. The scriptures tell you what the men of the Lord will be doing, and it don't say they'll be fucking marching in the streets. All right, it say wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the street. It say the prophet's gonna be teaching and uttering witness, uttering wisdom in the streets, not marching. All right, with a military cadence. All right, because really, you ask me, bro, that's some bullshit, man. It's bullshit. That shit for show, man. That shit to get you bitches and you simple-minded people to get you to come join. All right? When it's so much more, all right, you got all those men, but who's apt to teach? I can see they apt to walk and march. That's obvious. Them niggas know how to march, but do they know how to teach? Like the scriptures say, occupy till I come. All right? The scriptures say, if you love me, do what? Feed my sheep. How is that feeding the flock of Yahweh Shema Shai? It's not. All right? It's putting on a fucking show like the Christian church. All right? So, you know, we see. All right? Like the scriptures say, blessed are you, you know, you can see. You say, rich men desire the things that you have. But the Lord ain't giving it to them. The Lord didn't give it to them. All right? How about Shema Shai gave this knowledge to us, man? Now, the harshness of it is, look, some of our family members not gonna get it. All right? Some of our family members, all right, most of them, they not gonna get it. Whether they're your daughters, whether they're your sons, whether they're your goddamn mama, your daddy, all right? You gotta, you know, in this truth, you gotta face the facts. That you gotta face it. That you gotta save yourself and your household. All right? You know, we gotta save ourselves. Like the scriptures say, forsaking houses, lands, mother, sister. All right? Now that we can see and we know what needs to be done, like the scriptures say, if you got to count the cost. No man building. All right, you got to count the cost. And the Lord already told us what it's gonna take. Your life. All right, because ultimately you give up what you want to do. It ain't about what we want to do. We're tools for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And we didn't choose that. That's what he designed us for. We're tailor-made to do this work. All right? It's in us to do this. It's in us to go out in the highways and byways, week in, week out. It's in us to stand out in the cold. All right? When we out there, hell, we warm. All right? Sometimes. All right? When you're teaching, it's like you got a fire on you. And you don't even pay attention, you know, that it's cold as hell outside because you got the Spirit of the Lord on you. And the Lord is resting Spirit on us to keep us straight. All right? And you know, and this is why, man, I say this all the time. There should be no such thing as a proud Israelite. If there's a proud Israelite that really believes he's somebody, when the Lord took us from the lowest of low state that we was in and gave us this wisdom when I know I didn't deserve it, all right? And really giving us a royal mindset to think like royal priests and royal kings, all right? To understand righteousness and wickedness, all right? To understand balance, to understand how to truly live and have your being, man. We didn't learn that on our own. This is not something we learned on our own. Our Father taught us, all right? And that's why there should be no proud Israelite. And for a man to call another man a bum or a derelict, I'm sorry. That alone shows me that the Lord is not dealing with you. There's not a humble bone in your body. All right? You're wicked. And your conscience, how you talk and how you present yourself shows that. You know? And this is why, me personally, I know that these men are the prophets. I know the men that taught me how to... Man, do you know what the fuck you niggas is... You niggas don't even know what you scoffing at. It's like real shit. You don't even know. Alright? But call Halam Yahweh Shema Shai. We can see it. And may Yahweh Shema Shai continue to keep his spirit on us. Alright? And be prayed up All right, we finna enter. Hey, look, we here, man. All right, hey, look, they stay talking about this comet, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whether they fake something, whatever it is. You know, let's see. All right, they might good and well finna shut this bitch down. All right. So with that, just want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers pushing His word with true sincerity, with charity. Shalom and the Bible.